Then we look back to Darren Flatman and Stephen Schwartz. A couple of real goers and definite chances in this event. Pace car now is off the track, but the amber lights are still on. It'll be next time around. Behind them on the fourth row, we can see the 44 of Darren Jobe there. The 5 of Sam Brumfield. Brumfield has qualified well in 7. And with 20 cars out there, lap traffic definitely will be a factor. It is up to David Gartner. He's top qualified. He is the pole sitter. It's his responsibility to bring them in. And if the field looks good when they hit the wide line, it'll be all go in the 1997 South Australian Street Stock Championship. We're underway. It's a drag race into turn number 1. Schwartzy goes in deep. It's a battle between Gartner and Edwards. One that I think Barry's going to win. Yellows come out. All sorts of shenanigans going on the back chute. The 41 of Chadwick is facing in the wrong direction. Take 2 of the 97 Street Stock South Australian title. And racing. Barry Edwards versus David Gartner in turn number 1. Around they go, but this time it'll be Gartner who leads them down the back. Anthony Gibbs in 128. He's working hard. Now the yellow's been pulled once again. And Schwartzy was on the infield after it coming together, and this time I think he'll be out of the event for good. 5 still on the board. Gartner versus Edwards on the front row. As we're going to start, hopefully it's third time lucky. Into turn number 1. Edwards goes in wide. Gartner will hug the pole line. Should lead it down the back chute. Here comes Edwards. He's got plenty of poke under the bonnet, that's for sure. That thing very fast down the straights. The 128 of Anthony Gibbs right up there amongst. There's someone sideways. Look out. Beautiful park, that one. And look out. Is it a demo derby? No, it's not. It's lap number 2 of the Street Stock Championship, of course. I'm not taking a stab at Street Stock competitors for a moment, don't get me wrong, but he's out by probably 1, maybe 2 car lengths on Barry Edwards. Brian Finlay, he'll be going after them with everything he's got here in third. Down the main stretch they travel. Anthony Gibbs, he's currently there in 4th. Behind him it's Brumfield from Chadwick, from Velots, Harding. And then we look back to the number 14 of Rick Trevelyan. Through turns 3 and 4, Brumfield and Chadwick involved in a heated duel as the national champ disappears off into the distance. He's crying out, "Come on fellas, catch me if you can." And so far there is simply no reply. Lap traffic could have a big input on it, as I've already stated. 19.06 seconds. He'll be in the 18s if he can keep this up. Remember, the track is going to come in as the race progresses. Maris Velots, he'll be attempting to seize the opportunity here against Sam Brumfield. The pair of them appear to make contact coming out of 4, and that'll allow David Harding to make up some ground. Anthony Gibbs in 128, Brian Finlay driving 36. Commodore versus the Chrysler. Around the 3-4 turn, Brian Chadwick not all that far behind. The beautifully presented Sigma of Brian Finlay should get around the outside of Gibbs here, who has had a big moment. Chadwick will try and go with him. "Excuse me," says Gibbs. Charges back into position 4. Chadwick 5, Brumfield 6, Velots 7, Harding 8, Trevelyan 9, Aaron Cave 10, and Kierdo up to a great 11th position. It really needs a stoppage, you'd feel, to try and improve his position anymore. Now they come again. Gibbs and Finlay continuing to go at it. Trading a bit of pain into one. Heck of a long way to go yet. 19.88 seconds last time around for our leader. David Gartner, the Oz champion. Barry Edwards driving 66. And it's Gibbs driving 128. The 36 of Brian Finlay. The 41 of Brian Chadwick. Then we look back to the 5 of Sam Brumfield. He's being pursued by Maris Velots in 48. Our race leader already is encountering lap traffic. Trevelyan is the first to get by. The next will be Brenton Gibbs. Edwards really needs a super run through traffic if he's going to do anything here. Probably, I wouldn't say his only hope, but if he somehow can gain an advantage through lap traffic, it's going to make his job so much easier. Thick congestion now. Very experienced David Gartner makes his way into turn number 1. Number 128. Anthony Gibbs continues to run in third spot. Then we've got the Battle Royale going on for position number 4, Brian Finlay and Brian Chadwick. Chadwick has the inside running as they come out of turn number 4 and down the main stretch. Then it's Sam Brumfield, Maris Velots, David Harding from Aaron Cave, Kia Doe, then Darren Jobe in Mildura 44, Robert Welch, and the 91 car, which is Robert Kropp. Number 9 car out of commission. It's the Victoria 9 of Brenton Gibbs. Looks as though the 89 of Kevin Lyons is out as well. Our race leader continues to carve through the traffic. He's just gone past the number 91 of Robert Kropp. Continues to lap, even in traffic at low 20-second pace, 20.1 and 20.2. There has been a spin coming out of the second corner. Let's hope that driver has kept it going and can either reverse back or rejoin the action so it can continue. Yes, that driver is going again. He's selected reverse gear. That's good work. Well, that's unfortunate. That's the 5 of Sam Brumfield. Was up in about, well, 7th or 8th position if the memory serves me correctly. Lap flag is out as Brian Chadwick, who has now emerged from Brian Finlay, begins to attack the 128 of Anthony Gibbs. Gibbs just puts a lap on Trevelyan. Oh, I think the 5 of Brumfield has spun once again, and this time the caution lights are on. Just what Kia Doe needed, because the leader was catching him and about to put him a lap down. And this reliability is a big thing as well. Remember, the tyres have got to stay intact. It's a big issue around this demanding circuit. 430 metres around. We've gone green. There are 8 to go. Anthony Gibbs, he's in third with a couple of lap cars between him and the Barry Edwards 66 car, so that'll make it reasonably tough for Gibbs. Then we got Chadwick from Finlay and Velots, so they have spread themselves out quite a bit. Gartner just romping away with this one. 19.25 seconds. Not showing any ill effects from celebrations after capturing the Aussie title at Alice Springs. Just going on with the job here in a tradesman-like manner, not giving his opposition anything to work with. He's got the package. Nice presented car, a strong motor. He knows how to steer the Cortina around, and I cannot see Edwards or anybody else catching him for that matter. It'll definitely take a mechanical problem for him to relinquish this one. On the gas hard with 5 to go, 19.20 seconds. Brian Chadwick's pursuit of Anthony Gibbs continues. The leaders have already come through again, 19.14 seconds. Lapping as quick now as he was on lap number 1 is David Gartner, the 30-year-old farmer from Penola. Barry Edwards, the number 66 car, has tried valiantly, but just hasn't quite had enough to match the Aussie champion. Then it's the 128 of Anthony Gibbs. Brian Chadwick, Brian Finlay trying to mount something here. In 6th spot, we've still got Maris Vallot. In 7th, I'd say David Harding. 8th position, maybe Aaron Cave. And that's probably about it. I notice Keirdo on the infield not taking any further part. But folks, the white flag is about to come out. David Gartner would have seen that as he blasted by, and he'll know that as long as he keeps it nice and straight for the next 3/4 of a lap, he will become the South Australian champion for 97. Get ready to give him a huge cheer as he comes around. David Gartner has done it. Congratulations to Dave and his team. Magnificent job tonight. Barry Edwards performed well for 2nd. Anthony Gibbs unofficially 3rd. And I think Brian Finlay got there for 4th in the final analysis over Brian Chadwick 5th. And Maris Vallot into 6th position. The traditional checkered flag victory lap will ensue here, of course, for David Gartner. So make sure you warm up your hands for him as he comes around. The South Australian champion recently took out the Australian Championship. He's a switched-on competitor, knows what it takes to win these big events. And he's heading down now in through turns 1 and 2. Just to wait for the officials to confirm it. He is the provisional winner, of course. Coming up now has been declared the official winner. Number 1, David Gartner down the back. That's the way. A round of applause for him. He's making his way now down to turn number 3. Be in front of the grandstand, and then he will make it back, of course, and prepare himself for the presentation. Number 66, Barry Edwards, declared the official runner-up. And the 128 of Anthony Gibbs declared the 3rd place getter. Here he comes. A cheer once again, please, for David Gartner, driver of car number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to conduct a very brief presentation to the junior street stock competitors. Councillor Gay Smallwood-Smith, who is a very keen Speedway supporter, is here to conduct that. So please give a big hand to Todd Mickey, Rebecca Gansey, Brendan Higgs and Adam Montague. Well done all. And we've got the trophies here. Of course, the stars of tomorrow. We'll hope to see them in full-blown super sedans down the track. Well done. So thank you very much, boys and girls, for that, and we look forward to seeing you back here at Speedway City. It was good to watch. Some good racing too. We'll just, I think, get perhaps a group photo here if you'd like to squeeze in fairly tight for us. Nice and tight there. That'll be the go for our photographer. All right, now I didn't actually see this posted on the board, but it's the way I saw it cross the line. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the official, or the unofficial, 4th place getter, Brian Finlay. Well done, Brian. I know it was a tough race. Here's a sash for you, sir. And I'm sure you'd like to thank a few people.
Yeah, to all the gang that come out and supported me, including showing me their bits, thanks. My family's terrific, my sponsors, Main North Crash, Sigma City, all suburbs bitumen. McLeod Tyres, Modbury, Adelaide Sign Shop, Reservoir Radiators, they've all been fantastic, and my crew, I just couldn't do this without them. Thanks very much.
Good on you, Brian. If you could please just hang around here for the group photograph. We'll carry on to our third place getter, driver of car 128. Please, a big round of applause for Anthony Gibbs. Well done, Anthony. Good stuff. The sash. Gay presenting the trophy. Well done.
Yeah, I really like to thank all my crew. Without them, I wouldn't be here. They do an excellent job for me. I'd like to thank all of them for coming down. There's too many to name off, so those people know who they are, and thank you very much for all that. Really like to thank my sponsors, especially the old man, Gibbs Auto Electrical in Loxton. The car stays there. Him and my brother work on it all the time for me, so that's very appreciative. And the club for putting the night on, and all the sponsors that made this night what it is now. Thanks.
Good on you, Anthony. If you two would like to just stick around here, please, sir. We'll get the group photograph happening in a moment. I know you're going to give a big cheer for our second place getter, driver of car 66, Barry Edwards. Get the sash, the trophy to go with that. Well done. Top drive.
Just like to thank Speedway City putting the event on, sponsors, Mobile Thruway, Affordable Dismantlers, and crew and all the guys that helped this weekend. Thank you.
Well done, Barry. If you two could just stick around, please, for a moment for the photograph. And to the winner. Let's hear it for the Aussie champion, David Gartner. What a performance. Awesome tonight. There's the sash. And Gay, here's the microphone to make the presentation.
Thank you, Johnny. I think everybody will agree that tonight's racing was absolutely brilliant out here at Speedway City. I know I certainly felt it was, and I think that all the drivers that were here tonight need to be congratulated for putting on such a fantastic show. There's always just one winner, and I think it's wonderful that this young gentleman has proved himself once again. So I would like, on behalf of Speedway City, to present you with this trophy, congratulate you, and also on behalf of the City of Manapara Council, something very special with the name of Manapara on it, because I don't know whether people are aware, but Manapara Council is about to amalgamate with Elizabeth City Council. So this is a real keepsake because it's got the name of Manapara Council on it, and after May this year it will be known as the City of Playford. So congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you. I'd just like to thank the Speedway City Club here. I'd like to thank all the crews come and help me, Tracy, Andy, the guys that couldn't make it back home, Steve, anyone else. All my sponsors, Ormerod Crash Repairs, Todd's Auto Salvage, Shane Wilson for building me motor. Smithy back in Edenhope works on the car for me all the time. I come here expecting perhaps my luck was going to run out tonight. I really just can't win another one, surely. It's just I'm on a roll at the moment, and I don't know what you do, but it's happening. And I congratulate the other guys, and thanks everybody.
Well done, Dave. Awesome display that. Guys, if you'd like to just squeeze in amongst the trophy girls to add to the photograph. Of course, we'll go in quite a few of the Speedway publications. It looks as though one of our photographers is going to direct traffic down here. Girls, if you'd just like to squeeze in there in between the guys somewhere. And remember, everybody, Friday nights is Speedway City nights. And we thank you very much for coming out and look forward to seeing you in a fortnight's time. Thank you very much.